Shalom, HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well and taught us His truth through the Spirit. Shalom to the sincere Akim out here laboring, making their bodies living sacrifice, pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akim Wakwatiam listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah Shalom. I just want to make a quick video going into a video that I saw these guys reacting to about this guy, this Edomite, Skip Bayless. Now we're gonna look at some of it, of what he said. Okay, but just so you get the gist of it, he's pretty much going into how he doesn't want to have kids because he is married to his work. Okay.
Now allow me to go deep. The reason I have so appreciated Tom Brady, junior high sweetheart, and one reason we didn't make it was I knew she wanted kids, and I knew the deeper I got into my career, I just couldn't have kids.
So he was with his junior high sweetheart. You know how people have high school sweethearts. He went even further back. Him and his first woman went further before that, junior high. And he couldn't stay with her because she wanted kids.
I am obsessed to this moment with what I'm doing right here, right now with you.
And you can just see the insincerity. The only thing sincere about Esau is that he loves to work. He don't take no breaks. And brothers have said it too. Hey, the wicked, the devil, Esau, Edom don't take no days off. Why should you? You know, that's the one thing about it that is somewhat authentic. Okay, these devils don't take no days off. Okay, they're gradually working. They're working in order to gradually implement this wicked, NWO, their beast system, to get everyone to fall in line. Okay, Esau's doing everything he can. You see chemtrails in the sky every single day, without fail. You drive wherever you go, drive to the store, you drive to work, look in the sky. First of all, you should be looking around, just to see chariots, because it's beautiful to see them. But also, you see the chemtrails in the sky all the time. This devil does not stop. Talking about NASA, talking about they're sending a big telescope to space or something like that. Esau doesn't stop with his wickedness, so we should not stop with our, as filthy rags as they are, we shouldn't stop with our righteousness. Okay.
I live for this.
And Esau's gay.
It's my whole life. It's my calling. It's not a job. It's my passion. It's what I.
Now the one thing, listen. The only reason that you look at the world, how people are in the world, it's about securing your children's future, the next generation after you. That's what it's really about, is for, taking care of your children, which Esau always claims to care so much about, the kids. They're professional actors and actresses when it comes to children. Meanwhile, they're doing all this filthiness behind closed doors. They don't really care about the kids, but they claim to care about the kids so much. And yet, he's over here saying that, well, I'm married to my job. I don't want to put my children or whatever through an absent father because I'm so obsessed with my work. Okay, so then what are you doing this for? For vainglory? For you, the people? Which is BS, like he said. Which he said that, like he said, but it's BS. And to pretty much enjoy himself. He has that YOLO spirit. That's really what it comes down to. It's only those two things. It's the YOLO spirit, and Esau loves to work. So if you notice, that's one thing that a brother noticed a long time ago, when Elon Musk had that quote, "Oh, you need to work like hell." And all these celebrities, all these people that are in high places in this world, they all tell you, you need to work like hell. You have to enjoy working harder than anyone else and everyone else and all that. Really, it's because Esau is a damn slave. That's what he's meant to do. He loves working so much. Hey, you're going to be married to those fields since you love working so damn much. Esau wants to let his fingers get blisters working in his cubicle. You know, same thing with Ammon too. That's a big thing about Ammon, the so-called Japanese. They love, whether they love it or not, they work themselves literally to death. You know, these heathens are meant to serve. You know, that's just an observation through the spirit that you can, you know, we can clearly see that. But what he said, it's not that interesting. That's pretty much all I needed to hear from him. So pretty much Esau's he's meant to be a slave. These heathens are meant to be slaves, and then they are after vainglory with everything that they're doing. Okay, it's never about the benefit of anyone else but themselves. And I want to read this in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. You should read the whole chapter, because it's very insightful. You know, well, you know, that's how the scriptures always are, but you know, it's good to go and do the reading yourself. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's plain upon tables to the holy. But I'm going to read quite a bit of it, all right, because it perfectly illustrates their mindsets. So starting at verse 1 in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. So they're you know, mingling and deliberating and, you know, coming to conclusions on their own, but not in righteousness. They're just following the deception of their own hearts. Follow your dreams and things like that. Our life is short and tedious, okay? And in the death of a man there is no remedy. So life is short. All right, that goes back to the YOLO, you know, the YOLO spirit. All right, and there's no cure for death. You know, how Esau wants to do all this Frankenstein stuff and put people in a cryo sleep and do this transhumanism stuff in order to infuse humans with AI, and people talking about cloning and all this stuff that Esau will never be able to do, by the way. But he's so obsessed with it, with living forever and the fountain of youth and whatever. Okay. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave, which is completely untrue. All right. But these devils don't know. They don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. Because YAHAWASHI resurrected. All right. Verse 2, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart. So we're insignificant. We're just these creatures that are going to die, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes. Okay? Like the scriptures say, why is earth and ashes proud? You're literally made of the dust of the earth. You know? That's why, hey, a brother brought this out. I was watching a brother's live yesterday. The brother, Bakar Amath. And he was going into like how the Lord refers to even us, right? He refers to Jacob as a worm. You know, fear not thou worm, O Jacob. You know, I will help thee. Like it says in Isaiah, I believe, chapter 14. What does it mean for him to refer to us as worms? Refer to Israel as a worm? You look at a worm, you're walking on the sidewalk, you see a worm, you damn near step on it. Worm looks up. Imagine the worm looks up at you like, hey, watch where you walking, nigga. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the hell is a worm? What business does a worm have being proud? That's why the scriptures say pride was not made for man. You know? It literally makes no sense. You have YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, the almighty power that created everything, that is in control of everything, all that. And you really got people being proud. Like, it makes no sense for someone to have any kind of pride. It makes no sense. And yet Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, especially these damn women, are proud as hell, man. If you want to see pride personified, look at any video with Donald Trump in it. Brothers were pointing that out too. He is like one of the proudest men on the planet. And it just doesn't make sense. You know? That's why the Most High hates pride. That's why he's going to destroy this wicked kingdom. He's going to utterly desolate it and its inhabitants. And only saving a remnant of his chosen people. It's crazy. Like, you have to really... it's one word. It's one word. It gets so deep. Like, you gotta read these scriptures for yourself, and you have to understand these things. Alright? And listen and humble yourself to get the understanding from your teachers, right? Like the scriptures say, your teachers shall not be removed into a corner anymore. They will be seen, like how the brothers are out there on the highways and hedges teaching this word. Okay? So it makes no sense to be proud when we're compared to a worm, and really we're made from earth and ashes. All right, the dust of the earth. And our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And the scriptures are going into this too. This also shows you how wrong these people are for thinking like this, because there's regeneration. Okay, it's gonna go into it, but pretty much they don't understand the ways of the Most High. We don't understand the ways of the Most High, but he reveals his secrets unto his men. All right, so we know about things like regeneration. So we cannot have a mindset like that YOLO spirit. We can't have spirits like that, because then we're gonna be like, well, let's just enjoy ourselves now. We're just gonna die. We can't take our riches with us. We might as well enjoy ourselves, do whatever we want. Okay. Verse 4. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. Even these wicked ass people. Well, of course, the Lord is the one that's, describing it for us, but that's poetry. Like, just cause my favorite subject growing up was language arts, so I'm just like admiring the beauty of the language here, even in English. And the scriptures tell you that the words of the scriptures don't even hold the same strength as in the original pure tongue, and yet it still sounds so beautiful even in English. That's crazy. But just a little side note. Okay, verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Okay, so, right, like I prematurely went into, they have that YOLO spirit, and they're like, let's go enjoy ourselves. Let's just, you only live once. Live every day like it's your last day, in a wicked sense. It's not, make sure you're doing good, because you could die tomorrow. It's not make sure that you fear the Lord and you don't, mess up. You know, make sure you're doing everything to the best of your ability. Don't put off seeking the Lord early, because you don't know what tomorrow may bring. You don't know what an hour from now will bring. A lot can change in just 30 minutes. But no, they take that and they say, damn, we could die like in the next hour. Let's party. You know, let's go drink. Let's go, you know, please our flesh as much as we can, you know, and then go to sleep. Oh, I'm awake the next day. Let's do it all again, because I might die tomorrow. You know, that's the ways of these damn devils. Verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Skip Bayless. This right here with you is what I live for. He wants to put all his videos on the internet. He wants to be remembered as that guy. Meanwhile, people, apparently he talks crap about LeBron James and specific, which they're all Jakes, so he's just, you know, talking crap about Jake, putting hell on Jake, whatever he has the power in his position to do, you know. So really it just goes back to our oppression in some way, shape, or form. It just goes back to our oppression that he enjoys his career so much, talking about grown men playing basketball or whatever the hell he's doing. Not to knock, you know, brothers that are into basketball and discuss it, but Esau, we know it comes from a place of malice, the way Esau does it. So, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged, which is how Esau set up his kingdom. Let our strength be the law of justice, what they call justice, their so-called justice system. Slakia. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. So a lot of anime and TV shows actually have villains that have that philosophy, like, you know, oh, only the strong survive. You're not worthy of living in my society or whatever. You know, the weak are nothing. They deserve to die, and all this BS. For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. So if you're anything weak or whatever, they don't have no pity on it, no equity, just destroy it. Who cares about it? It's to be used and abused. Verse 12, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law of YAHAWASHI. And because they do everything contrary to what YAHAWASHI set in place. Okay? Esau goes out of his way to be wicked, and objecteth to our infamy the transgressings of our education. Verse 13, he professeth to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. Okay? So read the rest of it, because it goes more into it, right? And it's beautiful, you know, it's just beautiful in general. So I encourage you brothers out there to read it, and you also teach as well, you know. Well, that's what it's all about. It's about learning. If you're an able-bodied Israelite man, then you do your part as well. But yeah, just read the rest. It's plain upon tables. So that's the mindset of Esau and these damn heathens. Now we're in Cyrac, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 4. starting at verse 11. Now this is going into how this is going into how we should have, a form of the mindset of we need to like go hard, like how Esau goes hard in wickedness, we need to go hard in righteousness. All right. And this is what the scriptures are telling us. Okay. The way that he's chasing his career, to the point where he's like, oh, I don't even want to have children because I'm not going to have any time for them or whatever. We should be chasing the truth. But the beautiful thing about the truth is it's all encompassing. So you don't have to worry about if you're going to have time for your children or anything like that. Of course, we're in captivity right now. So there's a lot of decisions that we may want to make that's not wise to do while, in the time that we're in. However, if it happens, then it's something that the Lord ordained. Okay, you don't go and get an abortion, you don't go and take a damn plan B. All right, you have the child. If it's in the Lord's will, then you deal with that. Okay, and whatever the Lord is cool with you doing, you do it. All right. But yeah, it'll take care of itself. Everything will fall in place. All right. Like I remember the brother Yawan, his channel is GMS Yawan. He did a video titled "Let the Chips Fall," or he said manage what you can and let the chips fall. Pretty much do what you can do, manage what you can, take care of what you can, handle what you can handle. Other than that, it's out of your control. You just have to deal with what comes and deal with it accordingly, because it's all the Lord's will. And just trust in Him and have faith. He's going to get you through whatever situation it is. All right. So Cyrac 4:11, wisdom exalteth her children and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life. It's personifying wisdom as a woman, right? And Cyrac also goes into how, men love women so much. They'll go out of their wits for a woman. They'll do everything they can to please a woman and all that. Well, why not relate wisdom to that concept, right? Of being so infatuated, being so in love. Okay. The Greek word for wisdom is Sophia. Okay. So it's like, if you're going to chase something, if you're going to chase a woman, chase Sophia, because that's wisdom. Okay. Sophia is never going to fail you. She's never going to cheat on you. She's never going to freaking put you on child support. It's nothing but beneficial. There's no downsides. Okay. You don't lose money chasing Sophia. You don't get stressed out. Well, not in the same sense that you would get stressed out chasing an actual woman. It's more like what's the word? It's not stress, it's a trial. Let's just say that, a trial. Trying your patience. Or like it says in James, the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay, it's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you more wise. It's going to boost your faith. Okay, that's a good kind of stress. Hey, look at how there's like dealing with like certain metals and things like that, or when you're burning silver or whatever, or gold, it goes through stress, shaping it into whatever shape it needs to be shaped into, or burning it in the furnace like the scriptures go into. Like gold burned in a furnace, we're going to be even more precious than that. Okay. And then what you do, like as a collective, the one, dealing with the 1/3, sealing the elect, it's like the Lord is burning a metal in a furnace. You pull it out, then the corners or the edges is going to be dross. It's going to form dross, which is basically the crap, the burnt edges that you just scrape off, and you got that perfect centerpiece of that precious metal. Okay, that's what the Lord relates us to. Okay, and that's what it is. And that's what you should be chasing nonstop. That goes back to the original point of, this devil's working so hard. You should be working even harder than him, because we're better than these damn heathens. Okay, verse 12, he that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. Okay, and really wisdom is from YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay, real wisdom. All right. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One. Okay, and them that love her, the Lord doth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations. Like it said, the meek shall inherit the earth. Ask of me, and I will give you the heathen as an inheritance. We're going to rule with a rod of iron under our King of Kings, Lord of Lords, YAHAWASHI. Joint heirs with him. All right. And he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. Okay. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. Okay, so you don't have to worry about, am I going to have time for my kids, or are they going to be in the best environment? No, as long as you're doing what the Most High wants you to do, you're doing your best to stay on that straight and narrow path, then his generation, your descendants, your children, they're going to be taken care of because they're living in a righteous household. Okay. Verse 17, for at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him. That's where the trying of your faith comes from. Okay. The Lord is going to put you in situations for you to deal with in order to boost your faith, to show you, hey, I'm the one in control of this. I'm doing this so that you can become wiser and stronger. And you understand that I'm the one that saved you out of this torment, out of this trouble. I'm the one that's doing this for you. And my ways are what's going to help you prosper. Okay? And torment him with her discipline. Okay? Until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Okay? Like how the scriptures say, you need to prove a friend first. Okay? A friend cannot be known in prosperity. Alright? Just like how you have to really go through something to determine whether the people around you are really there for you. Alright? It's like Sophia is trying you, like, can I really trust this dude? Is this dude really worthy? Or whatever. Like that. And try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. Well, you know what? Salakia for saying or whatever. Because I was thinking like, well, now that's getting into the, putting a woman on a pedestal territory. But really, it's like that, because that's what we do as men. Naturally, we just love women. So you're going to want to put your woman on a pedestal. But really, Sophia is the one. Wisdom is the one that you should put on a pedestal. That's the one that you should go out of your way to, chase after and, sacrifice everything for and work, towards, because really it's YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI that we're chasing after, because it's all from him, So yeah, it kind of like illustrated that in a way, like, hey, this woman, Sophia has her pick of the litter in a sense, so she's choosing who's worthy of her or not, just like, but it's not a good thing to compare it to, but you know what I mean. All right, verse 19. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. All right. Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace. Real glory, not vain glory. All right. And again, there's a good kind of fear, then there's the bad kind of fear mongering, like how Esau does. There's good stress and trials. There's bad, just nagging and all that BS. There's good shame that bringeth glory and grace, and then there's the bad shame that bringeth sin. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to bring out. These damn devils are some damn sodomites, and they're made to be slaves. But ultimately, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, number one, and we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, period. And then, we should have that, that mindset of like constantly striving, to be counted worthy, to make our calling and election sure, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I didn't want to make this too long, but hey, that's just how the spirit, flows. So hey, Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom to the hopeful elect, and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto Yahawah wa Yahawashi. Shalom.